Welcome, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to this year's 34th annual Rondo Days Parade. With me calling the parade today is my co-host, Stanley Frelix, and our roving reporter on the parade route is Miss Vionne Braddock-Burch. Welcome, y'all. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day, 2017 Rondo Days Parade.
Who do we got up first here?
Well, we have the color guard coming up forward with the St. Paul Police Chief.
Police Chief Todd Axel. His main priorities are diversifying the police department, creating a new community engagement unit, and addressing gang and gun violence, which is crazy nowadays. And actually, shortly there's the Sheriff's Department following our police cruiser with the color guard.
I need lights like that on my car so I can, just cruise through and never have to stop,
Yeah, try that.
Without running people, of course.
At 3 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
Now, the color guard, I think that's Troop 56 from Pilgrim Baptist Church. I believe that is them, carrying the city colors. And Old Glory, red, white, and blue.
Welcome to the 34th annual Rondo Day celebration. I'm Vionne Braddock-Burch, and it's a beautiful day today. Hope everybody's coming out to have a good time. Right now, I have with me a youngster. Tell me your name.
Darius.
And Darius, what school do you go to?
Rondo. I used to go to Rondo Heights, but now my mom trying to get me in Linwood, Monroe.
And today, on this beautiful day, what brings you to Rondo?
The parades and candy and having fun.
So you're going to have a good time?
Yeah.
All right, have a good time. Thank you.
There's a familiar face out there, Sheriff Billy Harvell.
All right, have a good day.
You know Bill.
Okay. Bye-bye. Well, he's getting his exercise in for us because he's walking and we're talking.
I think I would like to be out there walking myself.
I wouldn't mind it, not on a day like this. It's a beautiful day for a walk. Beautiful day to be at the festival, so I'm hoping everybody will join us at the festival once the parade is over with the Martin Luther King Center Park, and be lots of activities, great food, lots of good entertainment, and hope everybody will join us there after the parade.
And I noticed one thing with the Sheriff Department, they have a more diverse look to them. A lot of women are going into that field, which is a good thing. And, more people of color.
I'm surprised that everybody's not following that young lady right out there because she got a backpack full of candy. So it's surprising if the kids aren't trailing behind her.
Yeah. Filling full of sweets. Go see the dentist, right?
And now we have the... I'd like to take a ride on that boat there with the Sheriff's Department there. That looks like it'd be a good, fun ride.
Yeah, let's take it through the Everglades. Oh, yeah, that is a serious looking boat, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, do a little river rafting with that one.
All right, coming up next is the St. Paul Fire Department. They're usually well represented here in the parade every year. Looks like rig number, is that house number 18?
All right, very good. Here, you got one? Okay, all right, sounds good.
I guess my eyesight isn't failing me.
Enjoy the parade, okay? Enjoy the parade. Hey, you guys, do not throw your
Now,
bags.
Vionne,
All right.
you find anyone out there you can do a quick interview with?
I sure did.
Take it away.
On this beautiful day as we celebrate Rondo Days, I've brought my granddaughter. You've been coming how many years?
For about 6 years.
And what is your name?
Aria.
What brings you back to Rondo every time?
Well, it's because like my family lives in the community, so we come here every year just to like celebrate with our family.
So you enjoy coming to Rondo with Grandma. Thanks, Aria.
Thank you, Vionne.
Thank you, Vionne.
Thank you.
Now, I'm kind of sad I'm not out there in the crowd. I'd like to be on top of that fire truck right now, getting a little ride.
Yeah, and have them lift the ladder, right?
Yeah, as long as they're not moving.
Actually, Stan, I have a couple of little tips about Rondo. You know, most of the original Rondo Avenue and the historic Rondo neighborhood were destroyed when Interstate 94 was built, and the street was named after an early settler, Joseph Rondo. Actually, the spelling was a little different. He is Rondeau. And part of the original Rondo Street is the frontage road down by the Kelly Inn by the Sears store. And coming up next, we have the Grand Marshals,
Test.
Nathaniel Kalik and Vicki Davis. Right here in the Roadster coming up. And the cars that they're riding in is a Stutz Bearcat. It's a replica built in the 70s. Nice looking cars. And once again, our marshals are Nathaniel Kalik and Vicki Davis. We want to thank the fire department for participating, as they do every year. And shortly following them is St. Paul Mayor Chris Coleman's group.
Well, like I said, I had it.
There's the mayor out there, shaking hands, kissing babies.
Okay.
Doing all that fun stuff that our leaders of our great city need to be out there doing, mixing with the crowds, the constituents.
What's that? Yep. Marvin and Floyd. Grand Marshal.
Okay. Oh, here's the founders of the Rondo Parade, Marvin Anderson and Floyd Smaller. Thanks, gentlemen.
How doing there, Floyd?
Put a good show on every
Marvin?
year. Thank you. The community is appreciative of all your efforts.
Okay. Well, they're oh.
All right.
And we have the Chris Coleman bunch coming by here. Mayor Chris Coleman.
Yeah, rumor has it he might be putting in his bid in for the governorship.
Well, we got some stiff competition going down for his position as mayor. I'm sure they'll all be by today.
We shall see. We shall see. Right. Mayor Chris Coleman. And rounding that out is another fire rig with another fire department boat. Who we got coming up here next? Stanley's going to entertain us.
Well, we got the Lovely Divas coming up.
And they're directed by Mr. Hawkins of Minneapolis. Wish we could tell you more on that, but this is all we have. Stan, remember you could do the splits like that back in the day?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You try it today, you're not getting up.
Well, with a lot of help, probably followed by a lot of medication.
Well, big hand for the Lovely Divas.
All right.
The TKO and the Lovely Divas. Thank you, ladies. And coming up next is St. Peter Claiborne Church. St. Peter Claiborne was founded back in 1892. They have been around quite a long time. Located down on Central Avenue. Actually, St. Peter Claiborne has a new pastor down at their church.
I believe it's Father Tim, is it?
Father Tim.
I think it's Father Tim now.
Yeah, Father McDonald left last year. Who put a long tenure in down there at the church. I'd like to thank you for all he's done for the neighborhood. But the church lives on. And now, Stanley, who we got up here next?
Now it's St. Paul Central coming up here. I said representing the St. Paul Public Schools. So that's a St. Paul Public School lineup coming up. So we'll be seeing several different schools coming in.
More candy for the kids. We're gonna switch over to Vionne. Vionne, hit it.
Thank you, guys. Welcome back to the Rondo Day celebration. Today I have with me
Rosemary Nevilles Williams.
And you're born and raised in Minnesota?
Yes, ma'am.
What brings you to our Rondo Day celebration?
Well, it's part of our history, you know, and it makes us remember all the things that are no longer here. It brings us back together as a community and helps us to have fun amongst all the things that are happening.
Thank you, and you're going to have a good time today?
Oh, most definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, Vionne.
Thank you.
Well, back to the parade. We have a correction here. Now, the Grand Marshals, Nathaniel Kalik and Vicki Davis. Yeah, Mr. Davidson, he's been a voice in the neighborhood for a long time. Actually, he's gotten a lot of young men on the fire department. He's, championed for them. And up next is Philando Castile Relief Foundation, commemorating the life of a great man and a wonderful human. We all know the story behind this young man. It's very tragic, but hopefully
and he's within the lineup of the St. Paul Public Schools also. So.
Mr. Philando Castile.
Worked up at Hill. And we all know the unfortunate story, so.
And there's a Maxfield School group. Actually, Maxfield School used to be up here on St. Anthony and St. Albans years ago. But because of that construction they put in, 94, they had to move it down on St. Anthony and Victoria Street. Another casualty of urban renewal. But it still lives on today. See, the St. Paul Public Schools is well represented today. They have quite the group there. Now I hear Jackie Wilson. Where's that coming from? Who we got up next, Dan? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the St. Paul Public Schools. And up next is the Butterfly for Life in the Martin Luther King AAU basketball team. Extra MLK Kings basketball squad has been around for 20 years of traveling around the state and upper Midwest, playing in tournaments. Actually, the AAU starts at a young age, third and fourth graders, all the way up to juniors and seniors in high school. MLK Kings basketball. And now coming up is Ronald McDonald. Everyone knows Ronald's story, right? See Ronald, he's rolling in style. You think he's got any burgers in that van? Hey, Vionne, could you give us a quick interview before we get entertained here?
So if everybody's throwing out candy, he should be throwing out Big Mac, shouldn't he?
He should be. Ronald McDonald.
Now we have the Destruction Drill Team about to perform for us here.
Here they The destruction drill team. They must be saving their best for tonight at the competition.
Well, young types like that, they might be trying to save their strength too, so no doubt about that. Oh, looks like they got plenty of energy to me.
Ouch. All right.
And up next,
destruction
there's
drill team.
Mr. Choi there. Came down to visit us today. That is John Choi. Ramsey County Attorney Choi coming up.
Now I have with me
Bisa Duncan.
and Bisa. How many years you been coming to Rondo?
Oh boy, since it first started. I don't know how many. What year is this?
17.
Oh, 17.
So what brings you back every year?
Well, I love the drill teams and all the fun that they're having and a celebration of Rondo.
Okay, so with all the recent events, Bisa, how do you think the black community is doing coming back from after, for example, the Philando Castile?
Well, I think that the police need a lot more training. It's not over yet. They need a lot more training. They got to know that they cannot get away with murder. And our kids are afraid right now. Our kids are afraid. My niece got pulled over the other day when she had her son and nephew in the car, and they were afraid. They're just afraid of the police. So it's going to take some time, but I think we'll get back.
Okay, thank you. Have a good time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and kids.
We have the Michigan City Soul Stepper drill team coaching us here.
Yeah, but we missed the Vulcan crew.
We had the
They're
Vulcan
out there
crew, and we had
coloring up everyone's faces, wearing those hot red suits. Okay, the Soul Steppers from Michigan City, Indiana. I believe this is their first year in the competition here for Michigan City, the Soul Steppers. And I wish them well tonight. All right, now we have here the Winter Carnival Senior Royalty. Now, Stanley, what do you think the requirements to be in the senior royalty are? You think we could qualify, or?
no, I think we're way too young so far.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's a seat there for you in a couple more years.
They'd have to roll me out. All right, the Winter Carnival Senior Royalty. And we have here the Winter Carnival Royal Court.
Jason Bradshaw.
Take it away, B.
I'm back again at the Rondo Day celebration, and one thing is that the kids really love it. So tell me your name and what brings you to Rondo.
My name is Jyrome, and I came here to just see the parade, pretty much get all the candy, and I love the candy.
So you're going to have a good time today.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vionne. And there's Klondike Kate, part of the Winter Carnival festivities that go on every year religiously here in St. Paul. And coming up next is the Icerettes. Drill and Drum Corps.
Yeah, the Icerettes are out of Des Moines, Iowa this year. They are a branch off the Daughters of Isis with the Masons.
All right. You know what would be interesting? These drum corps, they would add horns like they used to do back in the day.
The drum and bugle corps of the old days. Yeah.
The Icerettes. Okay, we have the Concordia College football squad making their entrance. Actually, Concordia football's come a long way over the last 15 years. Last year's team wasn't that competitive. Well, they weren't. They had a down year. But their original coach from a few years ago came back, but things are looking up.
My grandson just graduated from Concordia College, but is one of their sister schools in New York City.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Well, you know, it's all the same system. And
they did have a guy who got a Super Bowl ring 2 years ago, the Patriots. He played for Concordia. Concordia College football team. Here goes Elizabeth Dickerson and John Broderick. Mr. Broderick's here every year. Got another tidbit about the Rondo neighborhood for you too, Stanley. Did you know the neighborhoods north and south of Rondo Avenue extending south into today's Summit U neighborhood and north of University were always diverse, and by 1950, 85% of St. Paul's African-American population lived in this neighborhood. And the neighborhood was divided into sections, including Oatmeal Hill and Cornmeal Valley. The better-off residents lived in the western part of that community.
And that's where we were born.
I think I was on the borderline there.
Well, the house I was born in sits right in the middle of the Liberty Plaza.
Well, yeah, I was down there.
Yeah.
I think I was in Cornmeal Valley. 400 block around it. I think that qualifies as Cornmeal.
I think that does. I was born at 427 Heigelhart.
But it was cool. All right, we had Elizabeth Dixon, Betty McCollum, and let's see, the DFL, St. Paul DFL. They have their hands full this year trying to get a candidate for the mayor's office. It's a crowded house this year, but someone will come up on top. We just hope they do the right thing.
No doubt, no doubt. Got to keep the candidates. It's going to keep us progressing forward. We don't need to go backwards.
And the two were entertained again. I got another tidbit for you. Did you know the free relocation was chosen back in 1956 along St. Anthony Avenue? But unfortunately, it took Rondo Avenue out as well. More than 600 African-American families lost their homes. Numerous businesses and institutions were also lost.
And those are exactly the reasons why we have Rondo Days today, to celebrate the past of our communities, the present of our community, and hopefully the future of our community.
Well put. Now here's all of our candidates listed for this year's election. We got Jenny Foster, John Broderick, Marty Zong, Betty McCollum, I see Marty, he's got a group, quite the group there. He's politicking. And we have the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, established back in 1906. The fraternity is all across the nation. And they do have some members from other parts of the world. The Alpha Phi Fraternity. And coming up is the Broadway Drill Team. So we'll see what kind of little flavor, what they're going to do for us today. Just give us a sampling, you know, a little tidbit. Yeah, it's kind of quiet out there. You got anyone you want to talk to?
It's always great to have family. So right now I have this family unit here. Your name is?
Sharon Comer.
Ernest Comer III.
Leela Comer.
And what brings this family down here on this beautiful day to Rondo?
Just to enjoy our community, get out, see everyone we haven't seen in a long time, and just with our grandkids, my grandson, my son, 3 generations just out having a very good time.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you, Vionne.
All right, now we can enjoy the Broadway drill team here.
Team.
Broadway drill team.
All right.
Directed by Jasmine Jackson, and they're from out of Kansas City, Missouri.
I got another little tip for you here, Stan. You know, back in the 1910s and 20s, the Rondo experienced a social and cultural boom. Music and theater flourished. African-American newspapers such as The Appeal, the Northwestern Bulletin, and the St. Paul Recorder represented Rondo's interests and needs. And also in 1913, St. Paul established its chapter of the NAACP, and one member of the chapter, Rondo resident Roy Wilkins, who later led the national NAACP. Your FYI for today.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing the history of everything that has come out of this neighborhood, you know, and I just pray that things can continue to flourish and don't die out.
All right, now here's a Cameo Social Club. They usually show up every year for the parade. And we have some superheroes coming up.
Yeah. And the Cameo Social Club's been with us since 1925. That is fantastic.
It's a long time. Long time. Now there's the Justice League of America. That kid, I'm Batman. There's Superman, Batman, Supergirl. Who's the guy with the wings?
Oh,
that's Captain Marvel?
No,
No, the guy behind him. Is that Captain Marvel with the horns?
I have no idea who that is. But this is the Hawk, isn't it?
Oh, okay, all right, the Hawk. Okay, there's the Hawk. And who's the guy with in the black and white? Trafico. I've never heard of him. Well, I'm sure the people watching know more about those superheroes than I do.
I know the kids know who they are.
Okay, and there's the Hallie Q. Brown Community Center. The Hallie Q. Brown Community Center provided human services and gave African Americans a place to meet and socialize. In 1928, the Credjafon Social Club began to offer social and recreation spaces to young blacks through the Hallie Q. Brown Center.
Welcome back to Rondo Day celebration. It is nice out. I think more people are here this year than they were last year. And so I found this young brother here because I like his shirt, and I want to ask him his name.
My name is Isaiah Dennis.
Isaiah, what brings you to Rondo today?
It's a family tradition. I grew up, I got hard. I always remember waking up. I always hear the drill team. So just the spirit of Rondo, learning about it, it's like, this is my neighborhood. Why would I miss out on this?
And do you think the community has bounced back since the Philando Castile verdict?
I feel like the community had bounced back, and at the same time, the community is still healing from that verdict, because that verdict, it still hurts. Like, hearing that not guilty, that's a myth. Why? But we're getting back together, and at the end of the day, united we stand, divided we fall.
Thank you.
Okay, up next is the MDOT.
MnDOT coming by us here
Minnesota
right now.
Department of Transportation. If you're late for work nowadays,
you can blame it on them.
Blame it on MnDOT.
And we got Melvin Carter for mayor coming up behind MnDOT.
Melvin's well represented. Oh, look at all those people in Melvin's group. Now we can turn those into votes. He'd be doing all right. Melvin Carter.
Followed by Rena Moran.
State representative of District 67A. Melvin Carter. All right, all right.
Right behind Melvin, we got Marina Moran. If only I could talk. Rena Moran.
And I have one more tidbit about the Rondo community. What happened?
Roll us up. I like this. Broadway drill team coming in right now.
We have 2 Broadway drill teams this year.
This one's directed by Philip Jackson. So we that first group was a different group. So now we have the actual group.
Okay, the Broadway group. All right.
This is the actual Broadway group that is directed by Jasmine Jackson from Kansas City, Missouri.
All right, we got you. There's another food for fact about Interstate 94 back in the day. In 1956, Reverend Floyd Massey and Tim Howard started the Rondo St. Anthony Improvement Association, and they spoke mainly for threatened property holders and protested the proposed route that pushed for assistance for those who were forced to move. But the Housing Authority offered to help if the Highway Department would pay $30,000 to cover costs, but ultimately, no funds were contributed. But this is how they came to put in the freeway. The association changed the design from an elevated to a depressed highway with bridges joining the bisected sides, dividing the community in a less pronounced way. And now we have the Amherst Wilder Foundation. Then Pool Boys Design Club.
Okay, Vionne, it's over to you.
Back to the Rondo Day Parade. Having a good time today despite everything that happened in the past year in Minnesota. We're trying to make it do. So right now I have my friend Johnny with me. How long you been coming to Rondo?
Since it started.
And what do you think after the Philando Castile verdict the community has to do to heal?
Well, we have to be careful in what we do, and also we have to strengthen ourselves as a community. We've been lax for a long time. We have to go back and revisit our institutions, rethink where we're going, and move forward. Now, we know that they haven't had one conviction across the country at one of these killings as of yet. Sooner or later, we're going to have somebody get some justice out of this deal. Because when you go into the court, it's who has the best case. It has nothing to do with justice at this point. And then once you understand that, then you have to go and hire the best lawyer, not the prosecution, but a better lawyer than what they have. You have to hire the high-powered lawyers, like they went and did.
So we got some work to do.
Yes, you got plenty of work to do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vionne. Thank you. And back to the parade. We have the bookmobile coming up. And the Wilder Foundation. Followed by the Inner City Athletic Association. Which sponsors Youth for a Traveling Track Team. They run around the upper Midwest. Actually, they were part of the Frank Adams 5K walk run that was going on this morning prior to the parade. And we have Councilman Daital, who is running for mayor, another candidate for mayor. And following them, we will be entertained by the Metro Youth Drill Team from Rock Island, Illinois. It's getting a little warm out here now, Stan.
Yeah, it's starting to get just a tad bit.
Yeah, the temperature is rising. Well, it is July. Just thinking 3 months, we'll be out here with the parka on.
Yep, three months of summer and 9 months of winter. So we'll enjoy it while it's here.
He's got a little bounce, a little, what's it, those little low riders vehicles. Now you should see how many batteries it takes to push those hydraulics like that. The trunk's full of batteries. And they're not cheap. It's like $1,500 for these batteries that go in these vehicles.
It takes a bit of juice.
Titile for mayor. All right. So what do you think his chances are for winning this year, Stan?
50-50. 50-50. Well known in the community, represented Ward 1, I believe it was.
Hey, he's in this ward. It's going to be between him and Melvin. It's going to be a interesting.
Yep, some heavy competition
there. Look at that, bouncing. All right, Titile. And up next is the Metropolitan Youth Program. From Rock Island, Illinois.
Do we have a flat tire? Ouch.
Yeah, that's why he's not bouncing. Well. All right, the MYP from Rock Island.
Metropolitan Youth Drill Team.
Show us what you got.
Rock Island, Illinois. And following the Metropolitan Drill Team here, we have the Twin City Ace Academy. Their mission is to enhance, advance, and promote educational opportunities in aviation, aerospace, and to develop a sustain a progress for ongoing mentoring of our youth.
That's something you don't see is a lot of young kids of color going into the aviation field. It's a pricey endeavor, but
I spent 26 years in aviation, and it was a wonderful, marvelous time in my life that I'll never forget, and I always enjoyed.
Oh yeah, until you go up in a plane, you don't know what you're missing.
How many years in aviation did you have?
35, and it is something to see in the field. Yep. It has its moments, good and bad, but
and we have
I would
105
recommend
to 5 coming by.
Take it away.
Back to the Rondo Day events, and we're having a good time. And I found a special person, Dr. Vincent. What brings you to Rondo?
Well, it's the historic. I've been missing it for the last couple of summers because I've been kind of under the weather. But this time I feel a little better, so I'm glad to be back, glad to see all the people and to remember the history, that great history that Rondo represents. It's really great. Beautiful weather, beautiful people. It's just great to be alive and able to do this.
Thank you, Dr. Vincent. Hope you feel better. Okay, good seeing. Thank you.
All right, it's good seeing Dr. Vince again.
Yeah,
And
he's former member of the Sterling Club.
yes, he is. And we have the IBEW Electric Workers Union coming by right now.
Now, that roadster thing, is that an electric car? No, that's got an engine in it. Look at that.
Nah, that's a racer.
It's a race car, okay.
And they promote equal opportunity employment for minorities at all levels of the IBEW structure.
This is the iconic Marching Elite Inner City Youth Drill Team from Omaha, Nebraska, established in February 2015. All right. One more again. All right. The iconic Marching Elite. Okay, coming up is the Head Start program. All right, Mount Olivet Baptist Church, located at 451 West Central Avenue, has been serving Rondo for 95 years and is led by Pastor Dr. James C. Thomas. And the Summit University Planning Council, serving our local youth. Take it away, V.
Hi, I'm Vionne Braddock-Burch, and today I have three generations. This is my granddaughter, Aria, and this is my daughter, Nika. And what brings you to Rondo, Nika?
Well, I used to be in the Rondo Day Parade and just really enjoyed it and hope that my daughter would like answer part of it.
So you'll be bringing it back?
Yes, I will, every year.
Thank you, Nika.
Thank you, Vienna.
Thanks, Vionne.
Yes, we have Mount Olivet Baptist Church passing us now.
Bad, bad. Bad. Why you grab Nani's mic?
And coming up, Pat Harris for mayor. Pat is running for mayor in St. Paul to bring jobs, equity, and great city amenities to every citizen. It can be located at patharrisformayor.com. We wish him the best in the upcoming election.
Good luck to you, Pat. I think we have some very excellent candidates running for mayor, so I think we're going to be covered pretty good that way.
Hey, he's got the firefighter union backing him this year. Harris for mayor.
Okay. But well, I guess he's the leading candidate because he's got the biggest fire truck that came through here today.
Well, you know, a couple of years ago, Titana had that.
Well, maybe that's
and it worked for him. I was
going to say.
And he was running for city council. So there must be something about that truck.
Yep. I'm the best candidate. I got the biggest fire truck.
And here we got the Metro Transit. Ride the bus or the train. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have that old Ronald Stryker bus in the parade this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yellow and
the
red,
old,
yellow, and whatever colors those things were.
Yeah, big red. Ooh, I remember those days on that bus. And we just lost one of our neighborhood bus drivers at Lincoln Jones. He used to ride the 16A, was his main line that he used to ride. But almost 50, must be 50% of the time I rode the bus, the 16 Alpha, he was the bus driver.
So he passed?
He passed a couple weeks ago, yes.
Sorry to hear that. Metro Transit. Transportation resources for the Twin Cities. And coming up next, the Unlimited and Next Level Drill Team.
We got the Gateway High Steppers from Kansas City, Kansas.
My correction.
Pretty little girls. Tell me your name.
Denise, Michaela, Milani.
And what do you like best about Rondo Day?
The girls dancing. I like having fun. I like getting the candy.
How old are you?
7.
And do 7-year-olders have a good time here?
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. That was the Gateway High Steppers from Kansas City, Kansas. Then coming up, St. Paul Public Works Department.
Designs, construction, and maintains our streets, sewers, traffic, street lights, and drainage. Responsible for 865 miles.
St. Paul Public Works.
You can call them over to do your driveway there.
I can't even get them to come do my alley. How am I going to do my driveway? All right, coming up is the CD4 RPM Republican Party. They promote Republican values. And here's a float saluting our veterans. The flags representing all the U.S. Armed Forces. And the POWs and the MIAs. And coming up next, Pheasant Temple 26, the fraternal, social, and charitable organization.
Now, this is coincidental that I would run across someone I interviewed last year. So I want to know what he thinks about Rondo this year. What's your name?
My name is, I think this is an outstanding parade, better than last year, and more people are showing up than last year.
And so, are you having a good time at the parade?
We are.
All right.
Yes, we are.
Enjoy.
That was good.
See you next year.
Hey, amen.
Thank you, Vionne. All right. Up next.
I think that's who that is. I'm not sure.
We have the Girl Scout Troop 55386. Independent troop of girls from all over St. Paul. The girls have decorated the floats themselves. Now we have the Kansas City. Is that the Sizzlers coming up next? Well, maybe Vionne could take it away and get us another quick interview.
Oh, quick interview, come on. I actually found a princess today. And your name is?
Jasmine Toliver.
And Jasmine, you are?
Miss Minnesota 2017.
And you won that how?
I competed in the pageant in December. I had to do interview, on-stage question, and talent, and formal wear.
And you just won. You're just a pretty girl. Well, you have a good day today.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. Now, who we got here, Stan? The KK crew. Well, I have something, a retraction here. The dance team. I just see the
Yeah, I'm
creation.
screened off. Yeah, I can't see. I'm blocked off, so I can't see the name of the team.
It's the Crucial Creation dance team.
Back to the Rondo Day Parade, and I have one of my childhood friends here. Tell her your name.
Patience Robinson.
And we go way back. Are you having a good time today at Rondo?
Yes, I am enjoying myself.
What brings you every year back?
The festival, the parade, and just the people that I come in contact with.
So you're going to have a good time today?
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. That's a good one,
okay.
babe. See, that was easy.
All right. Thank you, Vionne.
That's another camera right there. Hey, KK, wave at the camera out there. Right. We are Crucial Creation from Gary, Indiana. I'm primetime DJ, New School. We'll see y'all at the park at 5:45. We're going to break it down up there. It's hot out here, man.
All right, all right.
How y'all doing? Another camera
Crucial
right there.
Creation.
Y'all got cameras everywhere, man. How y'all doing? How you doing?
And coming up next, we have
All right, give me some music, man.
Goldstein from Mayor.
Y'all remember that? Remember that? It's time for the percolator. Right there.
Mr. Goldstein is a longtime advocate for neighborhoods, a lawyer, businessman, and former school board member. He says he can be the change agent we need at City Hall and to ensure that local government works for us rather than the other way around.
Well,
we'll see what Mr. Goldstein can do.
That'll be great to see that happen.
Goldstein for mayor. Crucial Creation. And coming up next is Tim Waltz for governor. Tim, a high school teacher from Mankato and a retired command sergeant major. Waltz represents southern Minnesota, including Mankato and Rochester. Tim Waltz for governor. So we got the mayor candidate Goldstein, the governor candidate Waltz, and up next, mentoring young adults. And a lot of our young adults could use some mentoring. There's a lot of young adults out here today, they just don't know what to do or where to go or who to turn to.
Now, I've seen a few of the mentoring programs. I think that they do great things for these youngsters because youngsters get a look at people who have been successful from all walks of life, as well as, you know, the different job opportunities that are out there and how, you know, older people have advanced with those opportunities.
Well, it would be a welcome So we have coming up now. Is this the Woodland Village Wildcats? From Leavenworth, Kansas. All right. They're going to get set up and perform for us. All right.
Well, I'd like to tell you who that group was, but we don't have them on our program, so.
I believe we just performed with the Gateway High Steppers from Kansas City, Kansas. And now we have the Kansas City Marching Sizzlers, directed by Crystal Jackson from Kansas City, Mo. Take it away, Vionne.
And we're having a good time today at the Rondo Day celebration. Another childhood friend. Sorry if I'm pulling them aside, but I'm glad to see them today. And your name is?
Denise Glass.
And Denise, what brings you down to Rondo today?
I love the music and I love seeing people I haven't seen in a while, and I just like seeing our community together.
And we're happy today?
Oh yeah.
And it's a good day. Thank you.
All right.
All right. The Kansas City Marching Sizzlers.
From out of Kansas City, Missouri. Fantastic.
That kid was making me dizzy doing all them flips. Whoa. All right. And up next is
we're the Woodland Village Wildcats coming up.
from Leavenworth, Kansas. Slight break in the action here. Here they come.
I guess they didn't want the other group raining on their parade. So.
I guess maybe they're going to do something special, something out of the ordinary. We shall see.
All right, V, take it away.
Okay, back to the 34th Annual Rondo Day Celebration. I'm Vionne Braddock-Burch, and with me today I have
Titana.
Titana, what a pretty name.
Thank you.
And what brings you to Rondo?
I live here in St. Paul. I used to dance in the parade when I was a Half Pintz back then, so I'm just here supporting.
And so you're going to have a good day today?
Absolutely. It's a beautiful day out.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Day. All right, thank you, Vionne, and the former Half Pintz. All right, so Stanley, I think they're getting set. They're going to do something.
Yeah, yes, we have the Woodland Village Wildcats, the first and only drill team out of Leavenworth, Kansas, formed of 6 to 16-year-old young men and women.
All right, now they're going to set up. All right, let's see. You got a little parade goer out there in the way. There's no break in the action here. So, show us what Leavenworth got.
Warming up, so they're about to start.
Okay, here they go. That was the Woodland Village Wildcats from Leavenworth, Kansas. And here we have a mainstay of the parade, the KMOJ group. They usually bring it up and blast their music for the people. Now, usually have Ray Richardson and Q-Bear on the floor. We see who the radio personalities are today. Okay. All right. Who is that? Is that Ray Richardson up there or not? Now, where's Perry? He's supposed to be part of that, right?
Oh, yeah. I could get out there and dance for him. I'd make about 4 steps before I'd fall over.
89.9, ladies and gentlemen, KMOJ Radio.
This is something new. We need some dancers with us. Featuring the Platinum Band. And we need some dancers with us.
Well, maybe Vionne can get us an interview.
She's gonna dance with them, that's for sure.
Well, Vionne, since you're out there dancing, go on the interview and do the dance.
Clap your hands. All right, now, we're gonna do the basic step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. Come on, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop.
I don't want y'all dancing on the side. Come out in the street. Come dance with me. Come on, dance with me.
Turn left. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, let's stop. Left foot, let's stop.
Okay. That's KMOJ, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get the crowd up and dancing on a hot July afternoon. Yeah, the big personalities. Caddy wasn't there, Ray Richardson or Q-Bear. Wait, Freddie Bell, I didn't see him.
Okay.
That's a nice little flip. And coming up are the Pleasant Green Baptist Church Marching Saints, directed by Nicole Thomas.
Out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay, here they come. Take it away, V.
Boy, we're just having such a good time today. And I found
Michael French.
And he's enjoying the parade. And what brings you to Rondo?
A lifetime residency.
So you come every year?
Every year.
You enjoy it every year?
Every year, enjoy it very much.
You think the community's resting from the Philando Castile verdict and having a good time today?
Maybe somewhat.
Somewhat.
It's probably still in our hearts about Philando.
Okay. Well, we're going to make it do today, and thank you.
Thank you. You're more than welcome.
Thank you, Vionne. Okay. Back to the entertainment here. We have once again, the Marching Saints from Pleasant Green Baptist Church in Omaha, Nebraska. You got to see him looking straight ahead. He looked like crazy too. When that person looked up, I'm like, what? So maybe it was just... He's got the black T-shirt on with that little big old hat on. He's fanning himself. When he looks straight ahead, he looks just like Michael. Okay, okay. First ball. My water's getting hot here. All right, all right. Is this over? The Pleasant Green Baptist Church Marching Saints from Omaha, Nebraska.
And we have First Lieutenant Commission Tracy Jackson.
And here comes the police van, so you know what time it is now.
So it's got to be First Lieutenant Commander Deputy Tracy Jackson. Oasis number 7, Minnesota. Is that a Mason thing?
Got me on that one, Stan.
They got me. St. Paul Central High School, oldest high school in
City of St. Paul.
State of Minnesota.
Well, that's right in the state. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's parade. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of the festivities up at the school at the Martin Luther King Center.
We hope everybody enjoyed the parade. It was a fantastic day. I don't think it was too hot out there, Hope.
No, it wasn't hot at all out here. Actually, it's a beautiful day out here. And on behalf of Vionne, our roving reporter on the parade route, wave to the crowd, Vionne. There she is out there. And we're signing off now on behalf of myself, Bernard Foster, and Stanley Frelix, and Vionne Burch. We'd like to thank you for coming out today for today's parade, and stay safe.
Have a wonderful day. This is the end of the 34th Rondo Day Parade, and I hope everyone enjoyed it as well as we did. Everybody have a great day and have a great year, and we hope to see you all next year.